All right, so welcome. Willkommen, as the Germans say.
Guten Tag, mein Freund.
Yeah. Yeah, so give me your prayers. I'm going to hit start on the game, and we're just going to pray that it all opens. How about that? That's the new tech support, or the new new troubleshooting technique is just prayer. Oh, I should have announced that I was starting the stream on the Gilded thing, but I didn't. So I don't see the game.
I can see that it's playing, just not on the TV where it should be.
Yeah. Oh, I can hear it. Oh, I can see it.
Ah!
Oh no, where'd it go?
It disappeared.
It's like the file explorer just like crashed and rebooted real quick.
Yeah.
One of those days. Oh, I can kind of see the... Oh yeah, they see the menu on the stream.
Yeah, it's just not popping up there.
So let's try my other technique of doing this thing. Windows key and tab and then clicking on it. It's like I'm trying to like seduce the game into
Come on, baby.
like all trying different techniques. Go for negging. You'd be so much prettier if you smiled.
You'd be so much prettier on my cock.
Lewd. You would make a terrible trans. That is not gentlemanly at all. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Almost got it.
It's okay. I was watching another stream of it's called Shady Paradox. I was watching Shady Paradox stream, and he was troubleshooting something, and I found it so relaxing because it's not me. I was like, it's not my responsibility to fix this. Although he like was explaining different things he could do, and it was like very relaxing to hear him work through different solutions. Like, well, I could run it through this thing, and this other system works like this. Behind the scenes, that's what I'm doing. I'm just like, like hacking away with the very complicated computer things.
Yeah, it's mostly just an issue of the TV being a shitty.
I wonder, like, okay, what if I just... This is probably gonna fuck something up, but what if I just hit duplicate, right? Okay. And then what if I just do that?
We got Gil in the chat. Based game fans. With many hearts.
This is not what I want. Okay. I've caused DaVinci Resolve to crash by doing that. Okay, so let's not do this. Let's
go back to
extend. What if I just do second screen only? Will that appease the computer gods?
Whoa.
Okay, and then I open up the game. Because the second monitor doesn't fucking do anything anyway. I can't even look at chat.
Chaos Mash also in the chat.
So we've got
double no singles. no signals. God damn.
Okay. Let's go back to extend. We like extend, right? This is an extend stream. Yes. Yes, I want extend.
Oh
okay.
My.
Now open. Please. Did the monitor like turn off?
It shouldn't have. The light was still on.
It like went to sleep. It was
Extend, eh?
Okay. Do a Windows key D. You know, one of those fancy technical maneuvers. This is still on. Oh, it's not.
Extending the D.
We want to extend. Yes, that's the one we want.
Hey, there we go.
And then, well,
you know, there's one step in the process as we go.
you know what? I say we.
Why don't you just play on the second monitor?
The second.
This TV sucks, man.
Oh, you think that would magically solve it? Delusional.
Yeah, I know that you would have to change the resolution on the stream.
That would, yeah. I mean, no, it'd be, even if it worked, it would obviously be so much worse. Because then, yeah, I just can't. I couldn't adjust the resolution without so much. Yeah, it wouldn't work. That can't be done. I'm just gonna close the game and open it again and just reinvest points in prayer. In the meantime, how are you guys doing? I can't read anything you say because Trisha has it on like tiny text on the.
Well, they're not saying anything, but yeah, this obviously it shouldn't happen where you open up a game and then the TV is just like, I don't see a game. What game? No signal. I don't see anything. I'm blind.
As in classic technology fashion, I closed the game and opened it up again, and it seems like it was working for a minute. But
until it said no signal again, I guess.
Listen, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, you'll be happy to know that Chaos Mash said he's okay.
It's good.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Gil says he's good. Had a long day at work. About to lurk for a few minutes.
I saw a flash of the game show up on the screen. So, and if you're wondering at home, what causes this? I don't know. You know, there's an author. I don't know what her name is because she's not that important. But she wrote the book Eat, Pray, Love. And then after she wrote Eat, Pray, Love, her publisher was like, oh my god, great book, write more. And then she couldn't. And then because she just wasn't very creative, and so she for years tried to figure out why she couldn't write another book. And she at the end of the day determined it was creativity fairies that were the problem. Now, the problem is not that she didn't have creativity fairies visit her. It was not the lack of visitation by fairies that was causing her issues. The problem is that she is just not very creative and didn't invest any time in developing that skill, and instead invested time into the folklore of fairies. This is not a apt investment of your time. However, the longer I struggle to get the game to show back up on the screen, the more I think perhaps I need some fairies. Some game fairies. So I see the game. I see it.
Did you...
I know. Now it's black screen. Well, there's delay, right? So I was closing.
Yeah, but oh. Had a great conversation with the GameStop cashier talking about anime yesterday. Cool.
That's cool.
Gil said, so she turned into a high fantasy writer?
No, she didn't. She turned into a self-help writer writing about fairies and how you need to contact fairies. It's also a fantastic example of how my dad just doesn't listen to the things I say, because I told him she wrote a book about fairies, and he was like, oh, he's probably exaggerating. And then he bought the book. We own the book. I have the book in my house, and it is just about how fairies will visit you, and it's not your fault if the fairies don't visit you. And
Bill says, damn, this chick got paid for it too? Sounds like a delusional dumb broad to me. I'm in the wrong business.
Dumb broad.
Dumb broad.
Yeah.
Broad couldn't hit the broad side of a barn.
Really funny part was that, like, Joe Rogan was talking about the book, and he was, like, super condescending. He was like, it's like, even if you don't believe in fairies. And it's like, okay, fucking. Alright, buddy.
Even if you don't believe in fairies? Okay, where's this conversation going?
He's like, what is creativity? You can't just call that up. And it's like, yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can most certainly call it up any time I want. I run...
It's a matter of training your brain, I guess.
It's like, how many times does someone in, like, a D&D session, like, ask you, like, oh my god. Like, I mentioned that there's, like, a sheep or something, and they're like, oh my god, there's a sheep. Is it a cute sheep? And it's like, yeah. Yeah, it is. It's adorable. Oh my god, can I pet the sheep? And then it's like, yeah, I mean...
It's very soft.
Maybe I, close that. Maybe that's the answer? There's a program crashing on my desktop?
Joe Rogan plays devil's advocate all the time. He's high and drunk during most of the interviews anyway. That sounds about right.
He wasn't playing devil's advocate. He was just like... He's just wholeheartedly in on...
He's sold on the idea of fairies.
Yeah.
Fucking fairies, man.
He's like...
I can imagine him saying something like that.
Are you fucking kidding me? Microsoft Edge trying to be my default browser?
Ew. I would like to find someone who has Edge as their default browser. Give them a good smack. Get your life together.
Alright, let's see. Close it again, see if I can just open it. Have it work.
Johnny Somali got punched in the mouth, banned off kick, then got his account banned. Sad times.
Unbanned.
Unbanned.
I don't know who that is.
I think I know who that is, but I would have to look it up to confirm. Yep, it's that guy. So, he was that guy who would purposefully do things disrespectful in Japan for videos.
Oh!
And then,
the
like,
black guy?
Yes.
Oh. His account got unbanned? Boo. Did he...
I think I saw a video by, what was it, Rev Says Desu? Or, well, I didn't watch the video, but it's like in the thumbnail, him getting arrested.
Yeah, I heard the Yakuza went to his house to explain to him how he's supposed to act.
Yeah. Japan does not like him. Justifiably so. You shouldn't just act like a douche for views and clout, obviously.
So, after a long journey, friends, I did nothing different but open the game and close it and minimize it and unminimize it a bunch of times, but it has decided to work.
Woo!
God help me if it crashes to desktop.
It also shows, yeah, okay, cool. Now, we're ready to play.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I don't have to know what he did. I've seen other videos of him. I know that he deserved whatever he did. Whatever happened to him, I know he deserved it. So I can feel quite confident in being like, yeah, good. I'm surprised he didn't get punched in the mouth earlier.
Yeah, I mean, someone should just kill him. At some point, it's just like, if you're gonna just play pornography in a, like, subway station around children just to see what the parents do, it's like...
It's like, hee hee hee, I'm such a cool prankster, man.
If someone just...
I'm doing things that make people uncomfortable and upset.
Yeah, it's like, if someone just, like... If someone cut his arm off...
With a katana.
Or just like literally, like, chopped all of his fingers off, I would think, like, yeah, I mean, I guess that's what you get.
I guess that's what happens when people keep on telling you to stop doing something and you just keep on doing it because tee-hee, I'm so quirky.
And then pretend like it's racism that someone doesn't like you committing an actual sex crime.
Oh my God, yeah. A white guy in a man bun punched him in the mouth. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. The Japanese people too shy. Another guy had to step in and be like, yo, this is fucked up. And Yakuza are actually dead now due to heavy RICO laws.
The
I don't know
Yakuza...
anything about that.
The Yakuza are most certainly not dead.
Yeah.
Like...
It's just one of those things where they have to be extra careful.
Yeah, I mean...
To not get caught. Doesn't mean that they're
Well,
not
it's not-
doing it, though.
Well, no, I mean, get caught. What does that even mean? They have offices that you can go to. Like, you can go to a Yakuza
They'll
office.
get caught doing illegal things.
Yeah. These things are so fucking stupid. So this is the most hated section of the game. But I have no clip on my side.
Oh man, you must be pretty desperate.
Well, they're here, and I have no sluts.
That's fair enough.
I might as well fill up on blood.
Fill up on some rat juice. Yummy.
Do you want to have the chat open?
Sorry. I forgot I had to zoom in super far. But I'm also the chat reader, so... Welcome to the chat, the pharmacist. Gil says, ah yes, the victim card. I want to find the guy and just bashed his head in with a pipe. I was bullied by guys like him. Yeah.
Got bullied by a guy just putting porn on their phone.
People who are like, tee-hee, I'm so quirky. I'm gonna do all these super rude and fucked up things to the people around me. Because I get reaction. I get a reaction out of it, so it must be good.
They made such a mistake, like letting him live in Japan. He had I don't think he's a citizen. He has like a green card or something.
Yeah, I
but
don't think he's a citizen. I would be shocked if they like let him be a permanent resident there.
apparently videos of him were brought into like their seat of government and were used as a political thing to be like, this is why you were wrong about letting people like letting more foreigners live in the country. We need to start kicking more people out.
It's ruining things for everybody else. I don't know what is currently happening to the Yakuza. I don't want them to fade in obscurity. Unfortunately, the Japanese are too soft.
Well, just like
They're harder on immigration, at least.
just like last week or something, the
there was a Yakuza shooting where like 2 Yakuza members, someone was shot or something, and then the police were like, were asking the like Yakuza to like hand in, or like we're asking whoever did it to like hand themselves in, and they did. They showed up the same. They turned them in. They turned themselves in the same day. It was like just strange. Like they made like the police made a request that they turn themselves in, and then they did it. It's
Right.
like you could just not, like, you're a criminal, I guess. But like, you know, like old ladies will go to Yakuza offices and be like, these kids over here are littering. You should do a scared straight program with them. And then they'll be like, yes, grandma. And go do it, I guess.
It's funny in comparison that, like, some criminals will just turn themselves in Japan, and then you look over here and there's, like, people who don't even do anything wrong just running from police.
Yeah.
Just because they're scared, because the media told them to be scared of police.
Yeah, like, I was in New York with some people from my college, and I was like, let me go ask for directions from these cops. And I just like walked over to the police officer and was like, hey guys, we're just like in visiting New York or whatever, and I was like, we're looking for this or whatever, and then like they gave me directions, and I was like, oh, thank you so much, have a great day. And then I like go back to the group and like, why do you have to like provoke them? And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's a problem, obviously.
Kind of glad they forgot to add audio to the other enemies in this. These are terrible.
Yeah.
Zooming my head into the... That barely makes it any better. Okay.
Really, I didn't know about that. Why the fuck would they do that? Gil says, how is New York?
How was New York? That one particular time I went?
I guess so.
I have no goddamn idea.
He's referring to a long time ago, not recently.
No, what I mean by my confusion is that like I live in New Jersey, and so I've been to New York like about 100 times, and it was garbage every single time. So I can tell you on that particular occasion it was garbage. Smells like piss. Smells worse. People say it smells like piss, but piss doesn't smell that bad. Like.
Well, last time we were there, it just smelled like pot.
Oh yeah.
Like
Since
so
the
much pot.
Yeah, since the legalization, it just smells fucking horrific. It's so bad, but.
Everyone's just sedated.
Yeah, the whole street, everyone is just like fucking sedated. Like, apparently Johnny was making contact with minors again. Then he said something about him being a pedo. Then.
And he got mad and defensive.
So I'm not missing much? No, you're not missing anything in New York.
Yeah, New York is a dumpster.
Watch Spider-Man. That's the best of New York you're ever gonna see.
That is the most flattering interpretation of New York you'll see. Spider-Man. Whoa. It is definitely the TV that is the problem.
You live in Syracuse? But Syracuse isn't the city, is it? Yeah, I mean, so if you want New York stories, I've been to New York City a couple times. I was on the site of a...
It has downtown, which is the city, in response to Syracuse.
Yeah, but you don't like cross a bridge to go into Syracuse, do you? I think I was just sending a package to Syracuse actually, so maybe it is. It's like Queens or something as part of Syracuse or something like that. Fuck if I know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah. We're not exactly cozy with the city, of course. Most of the time, we just like go there because we have to drive through it to get somewhere better.
Yeah, we like peek into the city for 2 seconds to like go up into Connecticut or something.
Yeah.
It's like slightly faster, at the cost of $16. Okay, let's try that in this way. I see there's like red light there, so maybe
yeah,
this
that might be a tell.
So one time I went into the city for a concert, and when I was getting out of the concert, we had like corpse paint on, right? So going into the bathroom in the McDonald's to like wash off the corpse paint or whatever. So I go into the McDonald's and there's a
Spooky.
oh boy, how atmospheric. Anyway, so there was a homeless black lady, and she said, "I'm gonna kill you, you fucking faggot." And then I was like, "All right," and proceeded on into the bathroom. Then I was washing my hands, washing my face, getting the makeup off, and then this guy comes up, starts washing his hands next to me, and I'm like, "Hey," he's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "It's a lady outside who's gonna tell you that you're a fucking faggot and that she's gonna kill you." And he's like, "Oh yeah?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's one of those days." And then he leaves the bathroom, right?
Nice, your typical New York interaction. That's right, or Honeydale.
And then he leaves the bathroom, and then I leave soon after. Little while, because I'm like washing off the extra stuff, right? And then he's facing the homeless black lady with his girlfriend, and then I walk out, and just as she's saying that he's a fucking faggot and she's gonna kill him, and then I make eye contact with like a big eyebrow over her shoulder, like, and I shrug like, yeah. And then he has to like suppress a smile and then like lead his girlfriend away. Okay, so
Chaos Match 64 asks, can I make a game request that does a great job with New York as a setting? All up for game requests. And the pharmacist says, only reason I'd go back to New York is for those family-owned pizza places that have been there for decades. Yeah, a lot of people say that those are nice places.
Yeah. Like if you go into a place and there's an old guy yelling at his sons in Italian, you're about to have the best food you've ever had in your life. And then if you compliment the food, they're gonna be like, yeah. Now, if you compliment the food, like if you literally say the thing where like compliments to the chef, they'll like
of course.
They'll like go get the guy and be like, this very wholesome, warm experience. Although sometimes people will be funny about it. They'll be like, of course it's the best. I made it.
Ooh, blood. Spooky dookie.
A lot of times it'll be this like very wholesome, ushy gushy. But this is one of those sections. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is a bad section.
It's just that I know I could hit tilde and just type in no clip. And I have no earthly fucking idea what they want me to do in this section.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks
Because
like
the real sewers in real life are not some kind of dungeon. They have ways to get places.
Right. Parasite Eve on PS1. It's a Square RPG horror game that takes place in New York during Christmas. And Gil adds Parasite Eve is a classic. If it takes place during Christmas, maybe we should do a Christmas playthrough of it.
So, I came here. This is not openable. This is not open, but it seems like maybe it's supposed to be from one of the sides.
Looks like there's an option to open it.
What do you mean by an option to open it? Did you see like the thing flash, like a?
I would just assume.
Okay, just to get that to stop talking.
Pharmacist asks, anyone gonna watch Tokyo Game Show stream tomorrow? I think it's at midnight Saturday, technically. I don't really watch a lot of streams myself. Honestly, I usually just watch VODs.
So, I suppose theoretically there should be. Okay, so maybe if
I'd say played on December or Christmas time, whichever you want to do.
Okay, so.
We were also considering streaming Lies of P.
Yeah.
Shaw.
Although we promised we would stream DMC at some point.
Yeah, that's true.
And
we have a lot of games that I want to stream.
Yes. It's probably
The Convergence Elden Ring, DMC.
not the whole game, but just like 1 or 2 levels would be fun.
Yeah.
I unlocked like the skin, right? Okay, so I'm gonna say that this is open.
Lies of Femboy. Yeah, that's right. I kind of wanted to wait to see what people say about it first. Maybe I'll watch a couple of reviews.
If you have to choose your gender pronoun,
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah, that's all I need to hear. Pharmacist says do all of DMC5. Suffer.
No, not DMC5. I mean DMC.
I say go as far as you can in DMC until you can't take it anymore.
I think as far as I can, like, the most cringy thing happens like at the end. Like they ramp the cringe up. Like there's literally
says that's not Devil May Cry.
That's why I didn't call it Devil May Cry. I said it was DMC. So right at the end of that game, right? Right at the end of the game, you're like talking to Virgil.
These enemies really are just the worst.
I'll turn off the volume. So
They're loud. They look stupid. They
have janky
they make the
hitboxes.
shittiest noise when they attack you, and they attack you from like so far away. They just jump at you, launch themselves like they're getting rubber banded towards your body.
This is terrible. It's like fucking ugly ass Geodudes.
He launches himself so far it goes across the gap. Just goes across the chasm.
And they're also bugged. Like the blood drain ability like just doesn't work.
Yeah, they sound like they're trying to cough up a hairball. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so all the way at the end of like DMC, you're talking to Virgil, Dante is talking to Virgil, right?
Dante, yeah.
And he goes like, I killed more enemies or something, you know, whatever the fuck they're like comparing themselves. And then Virgil just Trisha can't even contain herself. Yeah, Virgil goes, I have a bigger cock. Like, it's like as though that's like.
Oh yeah, well I have more semen. Prove it.
All right.
Let's go to the bedroom.
Let's calm down.
Yo, bro.
Calm down over there.
It's just it's such a gay thing to say. I have a cock.
It's such a bizarre, like. It's such a bizarre, like, thing that, like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. And all the fangirls went crazy.
Did they? Are there?
Because they get to imagine gay sex between them.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like who? Like okay.
Chaos Match 64 says someone did a mod with Dante having a Mexican mustache while turning on the Spanish voice. It's a blessed, cursed thing to see.
It's great. That the whole.
It was edgy for all the wrong reasons. Yes.
Even as that being my like entry to the series, I still found it immensely disrespectful that they just didn't have the original character as the character. It's almost as bad as like modern race swapping, but not quite. It's modern race swapping is obviously worse, but man. But yeah, the cock size comparison thing is like such a gay thing because like when you really get down to it, it's like who actually. Is that what I'm supposed to get into? I know that'll kill me, right? Getting like ground up in that. I wonder though. Okay. Because it's like, if you ask.
What?
I was just thinking like. I was thinking like, well, who actually wants giant cocks? And it's dudes, right? Because like, it's like asking a friend of mine. I was like, all right, listen, Ian, be honest. Would you want a cock the size of an elephant trunk that just like it just slaps onto the floor once you let it out? And then he's like, yeah, but that wouldn't be like practical. You know, I couldn't like have sex with anyone with that. I was like, answer the question. And he was like, but. I was like, he was like, yeah.
For bragging rights.
Just, he's like, but you wouldn't be able to use it with any. He's like, yeah, I understand, but I also understand you. I know. You would just want an elephant trunk, sir.
Ian would also want to be turned into a monster, though.
Yeah. He's the same guy.
With a giant cock.
He's also the same guy. I was like, would you take the T-virus? And he's like, would I look like Wesker or whatever? It's like, no, you don't get to control what you look like. And he's like, but maybe I'd break it. Yeah, it gets jammed. Okay. Okay, and then is this a ladder texture now? Yeah, alright, sure.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I don't need Auspex to see that, bitch. Alright, can I...
DMC's combat director took a few of the weapon concepts from DMC, showed the Gaijins how it's done. Wow.
Wait, I thought it was a Japanese team that did, I thought it was like something ninja did the...
The scary thing is the director almost did a sequel to the DMC reboot. Pharmacist asks which weapons. I didn't even get them all in the Dante version.
Oh wait, I can do blood salvo, huh?
The gauntlet, uppercuts, and the grapple line. Those were in DMC 4.
No, for sure the grappling thing was the grappling thing was actually super interesting.
Ninja Theory did the reboot.
And Ninja Theory is American?
I don't know. It's just what. The devil arm was. Cry.
But yeah, he also that friend was also the same guy who was like, yeah, I would take the T-virus. It's like
yeah. Funny guy.
He's also like, my ideal physique would be Broly.
Yeah.
But I think he's not that far away from like just standard the standard like masculine desire of like, you know, there's a reason people there's a reason people like men like Nemesis as a character. It seems cool and stuff. Right? It's like, I think the concept of like a werewolf really appeals to men because it's like the idea that you could be something. You could be at the same time like a sensitive man that can like love a woman, but then if it was required of you to fight, you could be a savage beast and tear something's throat out. And that is in essence like masculinity. So it's a very appealing like archetype. The idea that you would transform into something like super powerful, like a tyrant or Nemesis or an Ustanak or something. All of that is like really. That is some part of what men. There's nothing in here. That is some aspect of like what men want, is to have that kind of strength, that capability, even if it's only part of it, right? Because there's a huge downside to becoming a gigantic monster, and that's that you
of course
can't love a woman.
Yes.
But yeah, it was just so, it's such an immature, such a childlike interpretation of like what you would want or need as a man is like, oh yeah, big cock. It's like, I suppose for like gay guys it's a thing, but that's probably not a very practical thing. It's just like, what, am I trapped now?
Yeah, right. Can we call that Netflix Scott Pilgrim anime if it's really Western in flavor and the art style isn't very anime? I mean, I looked at it and I never considered it to look anime, no. I just thought, oh, a Scott Pilgrim cartoon, cool. I'd rather have a Saiyan tail. Feels like it would come in handy. Plus big monkey.
How does the sand tail work? It just, well, no, you have to, the moon has to change, right? And then if they pull the tail off, you can't transform? That like stops you? I'd never take the T-virus. You don't want massive gains, bro? What are you, some kind of puss?
You don't want to turn into a monster? OG Dante is a dork but doesn't need to be edgy to come across as competent in combat. Pharmacist adds, real Dante is a bit silly, but he makes it work and he's an absolute monster in combat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the devil arm it looks totally different. The thing from 4, it's different than the fists they had in some of the mechanics were interesting in DMC, and I would ask people about the different weapons and then find out that they were just in pumps. Oh. Skill too low. Come on. Can I? Okay. Oh, I need skill. Hmm. I wonder if I could guess the password. Oh, that's fine. Oh. Well, that solves that.
So, Prodigy characters. Who would win in a fight? Avatar Korra or Itachi Uchiha. I mean,
Who is what? What even? What kind of question is that?
yeah, I would just place my vote on whoever is the character. Whoever the character I don't like is facing is where I'm always gonna place my vote.
It's like such a indulgent question. It's like who? It's like that. How could it be any? Yeah, that's like who's asking Ray or Star Killer, the guy who drags a Star Destroyer down from space and destroys it in his hand. It's like, oh yeah, who would win, that guy or some like feminist like who can't do any fight choreography to save her life? What exactly? Did I fall down into here?
And I thought you went up through there.
That's what I thought,
Yeah.
but I didn't.
It looks like it was a red herring.
Okay, I see. So it's multiple different ways I could go.
Yeah, Smash said I asked that Star Killer question.
Yeah, both of you guys. That was. It's like, who'd win in a fight, me or your grandma? It's like, what kind of fucking fight would that be?
Who would win?
Star Killer. I don't know a lot about Star Killer, but I played him in Soul Calibur, and he could fucking use like force lightning. So like, what the fuck is Ray gonna do? Not only that, he has like force pull and push and stuff.
I think Papa Adam is gonna get the belt.
It's like, who would win, Korra or me with a Glock?
But her hair is purple, Adam. It must mean she is capable of leaving.
Wait, whose hair is purple? Your grandmother? She has Fifth Dawn feminism powers.
There is another Star Wars character that has purple hair.
Is that the retard who like crashed her ship into a Star Destroyer?
I guess she also has like purple pink hair. Yeah.
So
I
fucking
guess there's
dumb.
a couple.
So goddamn stupid.
That lady from The Last Jedi, yeah.
So that's so retarded.
I mean, Korra was presented as super tough at the beginning, 3 seconds into the show, and she mastered all 3 out of 4 elements.
That's like
And it's just because the writers were fucking lazy.
that's like fine, I think. That's fine to do, to have her have all the elements, so it's clear that she's the Avatar. But then it would be, and they did this a little bit where they had other people that were, benders of those things be better than her at each school. But they don't, because it's like feminist writing, they can't do that well, and that's just like what they're stuck with.
It's not enough that they start the show after she mastered all the elements. They make it clear at the beginning that she mastered it at like the age 4, which is just stupid, without any training or anything. It's like it's a Ray thing. Where it's just like I just feel more, and my feelings make me powerful.
I would be okay with her having all the elements, as just so they don't have to do that journey around type of thing. I kind of hated how they had.
Then there's the spirit thing. Yeah.
I kind of hated how they had. They really focused on like her living in a city, like some kind of like New York fantasy.
Yeah, it's one of those things where the writers clearly want to work on something else, something different, but they can't because they only ever made this one successful thing, and that's the only income they have at the moment. So they're just like forced to work on that, and they're bleeding what they actually want to work on into the old thing.
Yeah. I need blood. Why do I need blood? So what's...
Don't ask me. I guess go find some rats. I don't know.
Yeah, they also, like... So, like, the British, in their occupation of, like, China and stuff, they would hold martial arts matches, right? Between British guys and, like, kung fu masters in China. And then the British guys, without using any kicks or whatever, would just beat the shit out of these kung fu masters by just punching them in the face, because kung fu doesn't really work. And it was, like, it's supposed to demean the Chinese and, like, show them that their culture was inferior and that they should give in to the British, right? And I don't understand, in a show that's all about magic kung fu, why the fuck they put that in. Like, why? That's not... That's... It's like... it feels weird. Like, I don't even want to see that. I don't want to see that. I want to see the kung fu work because it's cooler, right? I mean, in real history, white people came over and just punched Chinese people in the face and told them that their, like, entire culture was inferior and that the only way forward was to adopt, like, Western stuff. And then it worked and helped them to, like, suppress the populace, etc. But, like, we're watching magic kung fu show. Why put this in the show? And then they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna make our avatar bending more practical with these jabs. And it's like, no, do not do that. They just made the choreography ugly as fuck. So I don't know how to get anywhere, and I don't care. So we're gonna no clip. Unless you're going to look something up for me, we're just going to have to do it this way.
Yeah, however you want to do it, babe.
Oh, I should probably... I mean, it'd be cool if you could look it up, but I've been, like, struggling with this puzzle for, like, 3 hours, so I'm just going to get out of here.
Vampires, Masquerade Bloodlines, sewers, I guess? Unless... Should I actually just look up the quest, or...
Yeah, the sewers. There's only one quest in the sewers, like finding the Nosferatu.
Quest.
Epic of the Ankara sarcophagus, I guess. Do they intend for me to go through like each one of these like Mario adventure pipes?
Nosferatu sewers complete. There's not enough. There's not enough. See if I can find where the heck you are. Alright, so he's in this room. There he goes. He goes down there. He goes to the left over there. Goes this way. Goes up. Reservoir 2. Just keeps going up.
So somehow you're supposed to.
Fly.
Maybe you're just supposed to be fast enough that you can swim up after you.
Yeah, and then it goes into a cutscene where he splashes out over there.
Okay. So why don't I see if I can turn the pump on? Is it over here? We have the pumps. Yeah. See if I can turn the pump on, and then just. Maybe. So maybe theoretically what they think you could be capable of is like rushing in down here. Because maybe theoretically I could get... Yeah, I'm getting further than last time. So maybe if you're fast enough, you could get through this. Or maybe... like blood buffing or something. Good thing I have the
Yeah,
secret
not
Tremere
roll.
discipline of no clip. Okay.
And then up.
But I'm not in water now. So there must be some way of
Yeah,
filling
there
this.
must be some way to splash it up. It also said, let me see. It said Reservoir 2, I think. When we went to it.
Okay. Reservoir 2 it is.
It's like, yeah. And then he just like goes all the way up. Or actually, I think it was the whole room is just filled with water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Perfect. Spare everyone the miserable section of sewers. I've done this once in my life, and that's all I ever need to do. I have at one point cleared this without cheating, and I'm now retired from doing fucking sewers in this game. Is that okay? We have a fucking sewer hag. You do shit damage, bro. Yeah, I mean, you know how to play better than I do.
Yeah. It is one method, huh?
This is with starter armor on, too. I guess it's smarter for them to make this incredibly easy than it is to try and make this very unfinished section hard.
Like the sewer level on TMNT for Nintendo.
Why are you shooting from a Milo with a shotgun? What's wrong with you? He cast a spell that paralyzed me. Or like it rooted me in place, like I could move very slightly. but not very far.
And all these enemies are always so tanky.
Maybe the next one I find, I'll try and blood salvo myself up to full.
Yummy.
Get some rat snacks.
A splendid appetizer.
Okay, so it's like more stories from people being eaten alive in the
Cool.
sewers. This must be...
Even back then, Westerners made really bad looking enemies.
So, I think this is the same deal. So I think they're actually giving you a break from doing the sewers, because you could leave and go do something else before you continue from this point. Multiple options to stop doing it. If I find another one of those big guys, I'll try and like get back up to full on blood. Yeah. I'll kill the little guys first, because they're just going to be cancer, right? Yeah. I don't understand. Why didn't it send the blood back?
Huh.
I don't know. I guess just they're immune to it or something.
Yeah, I can't feed on them.
It makes sense it wouldn't work. It's just the first time they've ever had that actually function. That or it's just another, because this area is so unfinished.
That's another thing, yeah.
Man, we saw so many Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle people.
Well, there was a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff at that convention.
One of the artists wears Antifa merch.
Yeah, I don't know which one of them that was, but that was upsetting to be sitting across from that. Antifa has merch, Lamau. They do. They have like a website in a UK website, I believe, where he must have got the merch from. Or maybe he got some knockoff Antifa merch from somewhere else. I don't know. What the fuck? But they're just an idea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was so, like... That really made me mad. It's like, I've had friends, like, who have had, like, who have actually dealt with Antifa. Like, friends of mine went to a music festival, and they were like, harassed by Antifa people who followed people, who attacked people. They beat random bypassers with pipes. Like, they would assault a random person, not a metalhead or anything, because they're too scared to try and attack them. They would crack a random stranger, random just person on the street with a pipe, call the police, and say a metalhead just attacked someone. Someone from the festival just attacked someone. And they would do that, and it's just like, you know, they were like walking by a burger or a McDonald's or something. This was in Canada, and there's this old lady, this like grandma with her grandkids, and they threw a tear gas canister in the McDonald's thinking that there was a metalhead in there, and you know, an able-bodied metalhead can evacuate a McDonald's very quickly, but an old woman with her grandkids can't. So the kids are crying because they've been pepper sprayed, and the old woman can't see. She can't see. She can't comfort the kids. She's like completely blind from the pepper spray, from the tear gas going off in there. And it's like, and then like fucking Biden's like, oh, they're just an idea, and it's like, they wanted to. Yeah, so I think that must be what they're talking about with no audio.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's got audio.
That thing is fucking freaky. Throws bodies at you. Okay.
That's like high damage, okay. Now, can I drain that?
Hey, Smash says, I know you're an atheist, I'm not religious, but I wish the apocalypse would come faster. Oh, that reminds me of the the anti-capitalist coffee shop that went belly up. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I'm glad I live in a state where I can easily carry my gun. Yep.
Yeah.
It's good to have a method of self-defense, for sure. Nothing wrong with that.
You gonna make me watch the cutscene every time?
Oh god, it's so gross looking. Nice.
Powered by rats. Yeah. No, Antifa's like it's a real piece of shit terrorist organization that just like seeks to destroy the West. And
I mean, even the original Antifa was horrible.
Yeah.
Basically the cause of the rise of the Nazis in Germany, because they were so aggressive.
Oh, is that where you're supposed to go? I see this like sparkle over there.
Yeah, I do. I see the sparkle, and I'm thinking that's definitely a tell, isn't it? Nope. Wow, fall damage.
I know, right?
Maybe you can see something over there with special eyes.
Tell me what your vampire eyes see.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Or you create a bridge somehow that leads over there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now you're thinking with portals.
I'm a gamer.
Did not work.
Cities are getting bad in Texas. I mean, like, cities are bad everywhere. Cities in general, just like psychologically, have consistently shown to make humans lose their mind a little bit. Something about being in crowded, small, cramped areas. But yeah, cities are always pretty bad.
Most cities lean
lefty.
Democratic. Yeah, I don't know why that is necessarily.
I think it has something to do with it just socially turning people insane. But no, there's a couple of reasons I'm sure. Like cities have like a high cost of living in the city, and
I had a teacher one time tell me, like, now, they were like, it's not because people are weaker that they have to, that they're Democrats in cities. And I was like, say that again? They're like, it's just because they have to rely on more, like, public things, like public programs, and that those are all made by Democrats. It's like, But I think it must have been prompted by someone in my class, like, making a statement like, oh, it's just because they're all weak. I grew up in very Italian, obviously New Jersey. Ooh, fuck. So New Jersey's very Italian, and Italians are genetically based, and so all the kids in my class were super based, and I didn't really appreciate it until much later when I was like in college, and I was like, how come everyone here is just such a soy boy beta cuck? And I realized it's the Italiano I was used to that made me so spoiled.
Yeah. It is said in the Bible that God told us not to live together. Example, cities. And we've seen the end result. That's right. Sodom and Gomorrah, that was a city. Fucking kill them all. Antifa, the inspiration for the villains in The Falcon and Winter Soldier. They tried to make misunderstood good guys that Falcon was inexplicably sympathetic for, which just made him unlikable. Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds like some modern writing there.
Yeah, there's a fuckload of damage. 94 damage.
Nice.
So they take a ton of damage from it, but they don't recycle the blood, which I guess is fine. I guess I'd rather that. It's weird to get blood back from, like, disgusting things anyway.
You're right.
Oh, this is blood salvo. Oopsies. Blood strike would be better. Much cheaper.
Killing it faster would be better.
Well, blood strike is cheaper. I was wondering why I couldn't spam it. It's because it's the AoE one. Blood strike you can shoot really fast.
Here it's not as bad as places like New York City or LA. Yeah, I mean, like, that's it's hard to be as bad as those places. Those places are literally the worst.
I was just talking to a guy that's like a little lefty. I don't know what he is really. It's like he's like Christian, so it can't be that left.
Can't be that far.
I was telling him, like, he was like, oh, why don't you run any more like D&D games? And I was like, I don't know, man, it's a little weird, right? And I was explaining the story where like this middle schooler, I was running a game, and middle schooler was like, what's a good dexterity race? And I was like, he wanted a stealthy dexterity race, and I was like, oh, I guess there's like drow, right? And then I show him the player's handbook, and he not the player's handbook, some book, some supplementary book. This is like fucking garbage. No, still muted.
Yeah. Just yesterday I had to lay on the horn for at least 10 seconds because the stupid bitch wasn't moving at a green light. Yeah, I mean, nowadays, the question is, are they not moving because they're looking at their phone? Are they not moving because they're daydreaming? Are they not moving because they're high or drunk or passed out at the wheel?
Yeah, one time I saw this car like wasn't moving at a green light. So I parked my car and I went over to see if they were okay, and it was just these like black guys who were passed out in the car. And then I woke them up and they like were like mean mugging me, and it was like I probably should have just called the cops because they were obviously on something, and that's why they were asleep. Like
Yeah, that's usually the case.
And they were like really angry that I woke them up at the green light. It's like, you should probably just go to prison.
Yes, probably. Or they protesting. Yeah, imagine if protesters started protesting in the cars. My God.
Be more efficient.
It'd be more difficult to run them over. Some are worse than others. I've noticed people with Wisconsin plates can't drive for shit. I always get the ones that like to speed up when they're going slow as shit, and I go to pass.
All of these enemies are fucking garbage. There's no... I suppose I could go back after every enemy, leave the sewers, and go get blood, but like... Fucking Christ.
I can drive perfectly high, not drunk though. I would not recommend driving intoxicated at all.
Yeah, no, that's probably not smart.
Well, like, the funny thing about, like, being under the influence is that you can't really tell that you're fucking up all the time. Like, some people just, like, think in their head that they're acting normal when they're not actually. So even if you think that, oh yeah, I can drive fine, but then, like, other people who are watching you drive are like, why the fuck is he driving like a retard? Also saw footage of the German guy just wailing on the protesters. That was insane. Yes, wholesome stories.
So it's like... a couple rats will get me enough blood strikes to kill one of those things, but god damn.
Oh yeah, the cringe clip of "You got to do better, Senator," that turned out to be like a meme scene. I like the guy in LA wailing on the self-driving car. That sounds interesting.
The revolver should do more damage. Well, I don't have any points in, like, shooting. But, I mean, for a very combat unoptimized character, it's going fine, I guess. I mean, I have Bloodstrike, but Bloodstrike doesn't scale with anything, so it's just... Although, ironically, the only thing you'd need for this whole situation is a Nosferatu. With, like, a few ranks and potents to just punch all these things to death. Ironically, the Nosferatu can use rats as like surveillance cameras. So.
Yeah, just telling someone you got to do better without following up with any solutions help anyone. Literally doesn't. It just makes someone feel superior. To be like, you're bad. Anyone see that video where a man was whipping another man with a living snake? That sounds fun.
I mean, I guess you could just say, you suck. I mean, a lot of people have that assessment of, like, all these, like, leftist cities. It's weird. I was talking to someone who is kind of, like, a little bit, like, lefty today, and he was like, oh, yeah, it's, like, the biggest exodus that's ever been seen from San Francisco. And I was like, yeah, but, like, his head was totally empty as to why it could be happening. And I was like, why is... I was like, so, you know, I've heard San Francisco is a shithole. And he was like, oh, it wasn't great, you know. And I was like, so I've heard that there's lots of homeless people shitting in the street. And then he's like, oh, yeah. I was like... Oh, yeah, well, that's just because, you know, he's trying to explain economics in, like, an incredibly obtuse way to, like, make it, like, seem like he knows more than he... Or not like... He wasn't intentionally trying to make it seem like he knows more. He's just terrible at explaining stuff, and so he's starting from, like, the most complicated way of explaining it possible. So it's like, yeah, I get it. Cost of living higher, therefore more homeless people is your theory. But riddle me this, Batman. Why take a shit in the street? Like, why go to the middle of the road and poop? And he's like, education? I was like, do you think that's an education problem? Do you think, like, he doesn't know?
He doesn't know where to poop.
You sure? You sure that's an education thing? Save on the last blood strike and just kill you with a gun.
Who remembers Epic Beardman and Amber Lamps?
Yeah.
Some, like, meme stuff.
You don't know Epic Beard Man? I'm sure
It sounds vaguely familiar.
Some black guy picked a fight with a Vietnam War vet because he said some random thing and then he tried to hit the old guy in the face. But he was like one of those jacked old Santa Claus kind of guys, and so he gets up and beats the fuck out of that guy. And everyone was making like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter combo videos out of him getting like just his face pounded in. And then the video is being filmed by someone who steals his bags, who like picks up his bags, films themselves. He's like, oh, let's steal shit now that he forgot it, right? Mm-hmm. And then they pick it up and they walk away with it. And so both of the women who stole the bags got 10 years in prison. They like,
sweet,
because they were taking quite a bit of like expensive shit, so they actually went to jail. Like,
yeah.
So it was an all around happy story.
You didn't forget. You left it there on purpose.
It's a bait.
Fucking prepared.
Get baited.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was like all around happy story once upon a time, and it was a big meme. And there was someone. So he got beat in the face, and then he says call an ambulance, but because he's got this like very very distinctive accent, it sounds like he's saying amber lamps. Call ambulance, right? And so there was a girl who has her headphones in and doesn't care the entire fight that's going on, so people started calling her Amber Lamps. And then she eventually like changed her social media name to Amber Lamps.
Gotcha.
And
capitalized on it.
Yes. And then she existed as Amber Lamps for a while. Alright. Time for no clip. I don't know what the fuck this stupid quest wants me to do.
Our honeydew says, is he referring to epic mealtime? I like the video of the young dude picking a fight with an old dude, only to find out the old dude used to be a Marine boxer. Pharmacist says, I don't care. I don't know if that's the real thing. Remember the fight videos when COVID first started and there was a brawl in every grocery store. Ah yes. The great toilet paper crisis of 2020.
Where did the Nosferatu just like die?
Maybe.
I don't remember that guy, so.
It's rough going through these levels where, like, everything looks the same always.
Yeah, everybody hates the sewers.
Yeah.
I think Lauer was making a joke about it because we had a mission in the sewers, but he was thinking of the wrong mission.
Yeah, it's just, like, fucking impossible to tell where to go. Ah, man.
I think there's something extra annoying about someone wearing a mask without their nose being covered. Like, just take the mask off. At that point, just take the mask off. But there's so many people who just like weren't wearing masks, and it's like, or not wear they wouldn't cover their nose, and it's like, bro, what do you breathe out of your mouth all day? Okay, finally it works. I still find it funny to see someone driving alone in their car with a mask. Yeah. Maybe if you're in a super dense city, but...
Or getting filmed and screaming at the person for not masking.
Does anyone think it's realistic to think that beneath Los Angeles, an underground lake just
Spawns demons?
no? There's no. We met the guy who's spawning demons. I don't know what you would do if you didn't have no clip, because there's so many areas that just trap you in the terrain. Well, we've reached 4chan headquarters, everyone. We are now here. Wasn't going to miss out on my Xanax prescription over a mask. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Certain places I get it, but like, I don't have access to the real masks. Like, I only have like KN95s, which do fucking nothing. It's good for allergies, I guess, kind of, but not really. This is a hot springs? Or is that blood?
It looks like blood, but I don't know. Who knows with the graphics on this game? Yeah, it's like hot blood. Ooh, that's some sexy blood right there. That's kind of an interesting idea. The geyser hot springs, but with blood instead of water. Ooh, super metal. Ooh, cool whispering.
Hey, welcome to the Little Lamplight. So is this like to keep the blood warm so it won't coagulate, but they don't have like a tank for it? What are we even dealing with here?
I guess we'll find out.
The Nosferatu Nosferatu have an ability which, like, in the tabletop just says you can't be detected. Like, you just can't be detected unless you do something that, like, would make, you know.
Ooh, yeah. Hey, buddy, what's up? Oh, wow, they really are just underground basement dwelling trolls.
Yes. Yes, this is... Welcome to the Nosferatu home base. My doctor still wore his mask, but he seems like the type to just go along with it so his staff doesn't pitch a fit and drag him into a lawsuit. I don't know. That seems, like, unlikely. I don't know. I hear a lot of people, like, afraid of some kind of lawsuit or being arrested or whatever by the left, and I don't know. I don't really. I just don't. I don't find myself that scared of that stuff, and I don't think it does anyone any good to be scared of it.
Yeah.
You should be the kind of crazy that if someone tries to sue you over not wearing a mask, you'll just shoot them in the face. Everyone should assume that you'll track them down and murder them if they try to sue you.
You make a face like you live in New York, where you just look like you're in a bad mood and will kill anyone who tries to mess with you.
Just give off the vibes that you're insane enough to murder someone, and you'll have no problems. I have to say, I got through middle school and high school like that, and it was kind of a mistake in general, I would say. But, you know, if you're really worried about stuff, you know, there's a solution.
I have a feeling that this guy isn't gonna really talk to us. He seems really engaged in his computer tappy-tappies. They get a good Wi-Fi signal down here in the sewers?
Alright, just had to get my G Fuel and water bottle filled up by my loving girlfriend.
I do my best. Although it looks like the last of those water bottles are getting all scratched up at the top.
I've placed an order, but it still hasn't come in. Neither has my mastic gum from Chios.
Yes.
Broke my heart. My cousin was like, "Oh, I have like jaw problems. I wouldn't be able to like chew that stuff." I was like,
You must train your jaw to
How?
be stronger.
"How will you not ever get a jacked jaw?" Oh, he's the most handsome Nosferatu I've ever seen.
changed his voice completely.
Surprise, what do you mean? Chad. Nice pronunciation, pal. Okay. Okay.
Welcome to the chat, Jamie Rose.
Willkommen.
Says Chad.
I came from this direction?
I think so.
Okay. We're just exploring the worst version of Little Lamplight you've ever even heard of.
They should have some, like, arrows or something hung up around here so you know, like, where the heck you're supposed to go. That's the blood. Oh, it's like different. Alright.
Theoretically, the idea is that the reason you don't see that many Nosferatu is because they're hiding while you go around. Oh, this fucking lady. Yeah, okay, well this will explain most of the Nosferatu in LA.
Oh my. The average feminist. Hating what she can't have, naturally.
Wow, I didn't know vampires had that time of the month. Whoops. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Speaking of,
Oh no.
hey, I fixed you.
You're hot again. Congratulations.
So some of the Nosferatu will turn porn stars and actresses into Nosferatu
Roses, cool
out of spite.
character. What's his name? Got him.
Bazinga. Have you tried exfoliating? These
Your
are
name
jokes.
sounds like an STD.
Okay. You want to kill her? Okay. Hmm. Okay. Sure. I don't know if I'm actually going to do that. Okay. I feel better taking the quest and never completing it than just refusing to take the quest. I feel like it gives their... where's Gary? Okay.
Hey, Joseph Choi says, "What's up, everybody? Playing Armored Core 6 and having a blast."
We're enhancing the breasts of vampires.
Oh my. This do anything for you, boys?
There we go.
Yeah.
Now we've got a real...
Now you're ready to get back to work.
There we go. You're all set. Yeah, I would love to see like the high res of whatever this painting is and stuff. Oh, they have like fancy computers down here. I guess to show the lore of Nosferatu being good with computers. Sin bin. She took the old sign from the sin bin and just put it down here.
Makes her feel at home.
Oh god, where the fuck did I turn? Where am I?
Oh god, it's so bad that like everywhere looks the same.
Leet? Oh, dude, Leet? Dude, it says Leet.
Dude, it does say lead.
Wow.
Dude, bro.
Deepest lore. Computers. Yeah.
Well, that's a nice fancy door. Is the fancy door better though?
That was the hacker guy.
Okay.
So down the hall. What do they mean by down the hall? What the fuck does down the hall mean?
What good direction.
I'm gonna take a vampire hunter here to sort out your hallway, you pieces of shit. Should all
If we can call this a hallway.
organizers like you to belong on a cross. What's this? Oh, storage room. Okay. What do they mean by down the hall? Do they mean down the hall as in like across the... No, that's... I know what that is. Okay. How about here? Oh, wait. What about this? Nope. Hacker man.
Fancy door.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that I have to cross the lava. Yeah, it looks like it. Who puts their...
Ooh. Cool door, bro. Hello. Am I interrupting something? Games.
I'm here to kill you.
I'm your boss and I command you.
So yeah, the Nosferatu in LA are all like bitter celebrities that were converted out of spite to turn them ugly. Other cities it's different, but
I gotcha. They're talking about Armored Core 6. Yeah.
nice. I'm gonna kill you.
It's probably the best method to go about here. I mean, if you killed everyone here, it'd probably be all mercy deaths.
Yeah. I know, I killed one.
Does he know that you love him?
Yeah, I think it's better that they have you play in the new Bloodlines as an elder. The way Adam sounded when he said that made me believe he'd really mean it if said that for real. Said what?
Said, I'm gonna kill you? I don't know.
Yeah. A lot of people did. I have made terroristic threats many times in my life.
Yeah. I'm gonna kill you. Back in a bit, wife's birthday. Sorry if I disappeared.
Oh, happy
yeah.
birthday.
Happy birthday to thy wife. Both living their best life. Alrighty.
Ugh.
Ready to just kill everybody in this underground section?
You can't. Weapons not allowed. We're in the Elysium.
No fun allowed.
Yeah. Nosferatu are kind of the worst. Dangerous. And the worst. Now, how the fuck do I get out of the sewers?
More reason to have a easy map travel around here somewhere.
Oh, that's right. If I find an actual map, I think I can.
Right. I think there might have been, but it might just be me wishful thinking. Oh. Huh. Interesting. Okay.
I don't suppose you're interested in looking this up. It'll be very good to get out of these fucking sewers. I think this section is well hated for a reason.
Yeah. Well, it helps to have clarity in a game. It really does. So I gotta watch where this guy goes to find out how you're supposed to get out. Oh, what? I just went through the door and it just like goes to cutscene, or is that just loading? Okay, there. Then up this. Is that just out? Oh. Huh. So like back where there was the dinner and the skeletons, there was another door to go out. Yeah, so that door on there.
I'd really like to just destroy his entire
Yeah, right.
retarded.
Like fuck you. Fuck your skelly mans. Alright, head on up and let's go to church, bros. Boom. Nice stained glass. The bestest. Yeah, let me find out how to get out of here now.
I've been in here before. So,
Okay. So you know where you are and everything?
no.
Okay. And
But
then
I've-
we'll keep the video on.
I had to go in here for the, this is the, I had to go in here for the, whatever it was I was finding. This is the Romero
Right.
funeral thing,
One of the doors, yeah. Is at the graveyard.
which is all the textures are just the same as walls. Everything's so low poly.
Yeah.
You'd think the cemetery would look much nicer because people would come and visit every single day.
Yeah, leave flowers and stuff and brush up the graves and everything. But no.
They put diversity into The Simpsons.
Oh yeah, The Simpsons went downhill real fast.
And they can't have exaggerated cartoony ones. Ah, this is how you find the prostitutes. You just increase the boob size. There we go.
It's like
I am looking for a date.
lighthouse calling in the ships. He's so kiki. Kiki. Okay, his feet around.
Yeah. Oh, you know who'd have a lot of good blood? That blonde in the bar. Top tier suck. Okay. So she's like, oh my god, stupid slut.
As if you couldn't just like move her to the side.
Yeah. Now, what is it called? The asshole? So I think now I can take the taxi to Chinatown, which is some people's favorite area. I know a lot of people like Hollywood, and I get it. Hollywood's pretty decent. It's better than downtown for sure.
What's your favorite?
I mean, yeah, I guess I could go for Hollywood being the best. Santa, that's why I came back.
Give me that suck. The high quality suckage.
Yeah, she's got a lot of blood.
Not anemic yet.
She's got like just about double the other prostitute. Oh fuck. Can we dance? Can we dance? Oh.
Oh fuck. Dancing to some emo music too.
Dance.
Dance. Dance!
There we go.
There.
Oh, I see how it is. I see how it is. Oh, okay. No one wants to dance with me.
It's not cool anymore.
Huh? You're lucky we're in an Elysium, right? Oh, there we go. All right, yeah.
Bros.
My bros. Got an emo bro.
Bros before hoes.
Yeah,
Oh, she's
man.
doing it too.
There we go.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Best dancing.
Also in sync. Alright, well. Do you want to do another quest or do you want to end it here?
You should see Chinatown.
Okay.
I think you'd like Chinatown.
Yeah, let's go to Chinatown.
Is there anyone else I can like?
Sucky suck.
That's a goddamn whore. Like that can't blend in with like the rest of the club goers. That's like that is not pants. I know people say leggings are not pants. This is not pants. She has literal dollar bills stuffed into her thong. You do not blend in. Those are some
not very incognito.
fucking sacks right there.
How bad does Chinatown look in this game? Well, we'll find out.
Bro, we're about to
Go down. Go down to Chinatown.
What's up, bro? Okay. Hopefully this isn't a masquerade violation, just like... God fucking damn it, guys. I want to kill you all. Bitches. We'll have to get a hooker in Chinatown to top off before we end up doing the fucking shark quest. Alright, Kane. Drive. Tell you when the mood hit me. So this is Chinatown. This is downtown. They both look like Chinatown, though.
Yeah, they both look very similar.
I've seen people wear that in goth bars. No fucking way have you seen people wear that in goth bars. I could imagine not even.
I mean, we saw a bunch of outfits.
I've been in goth bars. Nobody would just wear like no pants. There was some like fat girl at the con who just like took off her skirt and was walking around in her underwear after the cosplay thing. I don't know what the fuck that was about, but that was so...
Yeah.
She was walking around in her socks and underwear, and it was just like, you need a parent.
She took off like the dress part.
Which is...
And it's just
clothes.
like... Yeah, but it really is just like her underwear underneath, and it's like, hey, maybe you should have taken that off like in the bathroom and put on pants. What are you doing?
Have you met a goth girl that was a sweetie and not insane? Oh, of course. No, most of the goth girls I've met have been great people. Most of the goth people I've met in general, like metalheads and stuff, it's good people.
It's good folks.
You ready for the best, most inoffensive NPC in all of video gaming?
He seems very energetic.
You don't seem like the type to sell herbal remedies.
I must say, the accent is pretty bad.
Come on, I know you were in the military. Know anything about guns? They didn't invent guns, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an important tidbit to add.
Oh, man, I used to be able to see those. We need the patch.
Yeah.
I can't wait for my next playthrough where I can actually see things.
Yeah, seeing things, it's nice.
Excellent. See what you... A lot of sick people in the city. I may need a few. Alright, so he sells me my katana. My Mall Ninja katana. Oh, how I have waited long to have a Mall Ninja katana. Oh, okay.
Finally, all this money you have will come in handy.
Yeah. Colt Anaconda. A 40... Oh, man, if only... if only Lowry's here. A 44 Magnum revolver. Feeling lucky, punk?
Yeah, right. A raw or shitty walk. Take an order, please.
Alright, so I don't need a katana. Not really. But I'm gonna buy a katana. And, Dexterity Charm is, like, a great idea. Grab one of them. I want to see what the heavy leather looks like, but I don't want to actually waste the money on it. It probably looks stupid. And that'll be nice, too. Okay. I'm sure I could invest points in, like, not being so fucking bad at, Let's see what it looks like. I'm sure it looks bad, but just curious. -2 penalty to dexterity, meaning that you have to take off your clothes to pick a lock. Alright, let's see, what do we look like? Ooh. Not too bad from the back. Got some nice high cowl shit going on here. It's not terrible.
Yeah. You can use some coattails, but, like, other than that...
That's not bad at all, yeah. I'll keep that under advisement. Was she in cosplay or just one of your run-of-the-mill D-gen nakedness? She was like... She needed a parent. Like, she needed to be raised by a parent. Like, someone should tell her she can't just be naked.
Yeah.
Because you could tell that she knew she was doing something, like, wrong and stupid, but she was just like, yay, body positivity, or whatever the fuck was
There's
going
also
through her head.
another girl that was, like, doing a Luffy cosplay with like the open chest, and just like had her bra on underneath, but it's just open, just walking around like that. And it's like, don't do that. Nobody really wants to see that.
Yeah, I remember that one too.
Yeah. It's weird too, because I thought she was like with her boyfriend or something. Well, she was with a group. One of them was a guy. And I would assume that he would just be like, hey, close your goddamn shirt. Have some self-respect.
You're not familiar with desperation, are you?
I don't know. I would just imagine that it would be really awkward to be around a female, just a friend, who has her chest out like that.
You're 18, right?
Goddamn.
I saw you enter the temple. Suspicious. I know what
You didn't see me enter the temple because I didn't do the quest yet. I know I was supposed to, but I just started wandering around. Don't judge me.
religious? Shouldn't have said it. About creature. Even evil creature have a place in the world. I have no legends for you. But I can.
Evil? I'm not evil.
Eve. Then I have no reason to kill you.
E.
Old Amigas. I'm she. Demon hunter. I come to the city for the blood of the demon that killed my master. Do not interfere. My revenge will cut through you if it has to.
Okay. You're a hunter. Generally, you kind of talk to my kind.
Demon and man live in this world against each other. It is forever, maybe. I cannot kill all demons like you don't. I can punish most wicked. Behave yourself.
Is she Chinese or Japanese? Well, she's speaking Japanese, so.
Yeah, she's supposed to be Japanese. You're not like other hunters.
Shitone? I bet you say that to all hunter. You cannot charm me, demon. Behave, demon. My sword is angry and hungry for your blood. I hunt Yokai. My sense of doom that killed my family. And now I take the life of this killer. I follow a trail of corpses to Japan to Osu-Ondesu. Yokai is here, and it will die here.
Your English is horrible.
Yokai is a
Oh.
demon that hides in the skin of man. I know he is nearby. Ultimately, I appreciate your concern for my vengeance. I am
Out of curiosity, oh yeah.
Oh. Booba?
I don't think so. It must be the hair that's all fucked up.
Do not be
Yeah. Her hair has physics.
Oh, it has the same physics as the boob. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, it's the same thing
She
for the.
looks pretty edgy though with the hair over there. it looked like a stylistic choice. I wouldn't have even known. That's
I was
funny.
thinking like, man, she looks very different from what I remember. But you know what? We don't need bangs.
I like her. Don't kill her, Adam.
No, I'm not.
Negative bangs. Just make her bold. Oh, hello. Now you have the anime hair. She's going Super Saiyan! Ah!
Now, what happened there? Are her boobs actually affected by it?
They're going backwards.
Oh, she has both. Right? Hard to tell, but Yeah, her boobs are affected by it,
Yeah.
but she just becomes a big titty cousin it.
Man. Is that the political ad in the background?
Yeah, the two.
Yeah.
The Democratic candidate has never.
Just like real politics.
Now, she would be a super out there character to cosplay. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no one would ever understand what the fuck you were cosplaying.
her. The only thing distinct is like her arm thing, but even that is like, is this supposed to be like a mechanical arm or something? Like she's,
Yeah, I think so. I kind of like her outfit. It's very plain Jane, but it's cute.
Short, I'm poor and hot. Let's fuck you walk. Yeah, baby. Oh, this guy. I remember this guy. Chinatown's the best.
Uh-huh.
You call me stupid? No, it's too much. Far too expensive. Kamikaze Zen? And I think that's locked, yeah. Is this secluded? No, I guess not. We need to find a secluded spot, guys. So we can get our suck. This is secluded. Yeah.
Okay, honey. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, baby. Don't mind the hobo. We're going into maximum boob down. The suck? It's over 9,000! Ah! Enter the singularity. What's going on over here? The boobs just phase through the wall. We better set everybody back to normal. Extended bangs on the girl reminded me of Shermie from Cough. I do not know the Shermies. Can I go in here? No, I know King of Fighters. I don't know who Cough is. Ah.
I'm sorry. Dinner service stopped a little while ago, but our lounge is still open.
Important question. Boop. Yeah, no. Those are static.
The lounge is right over there.
Okay. Lounge. Oh. We have a talkable. What do we got?
Yes.
Hey, who wants to... Let's roleplay. You be the... Who wants a body massage? Let's roleplay. You be the scared village girl and be the sexy vampire.
I'm a real girl. I think you want the internet. That's where you get to see the naked. And what do you want?
I want you to catch me. We're in a bar. I'm talking to you. You figured out Nancy Drew?
I don't think you've done easy, but you're probably just rejected by now. My boyfriend's such a jerk.
Oh, yeah? Maybe you should try. I'm twice the jerk he is. Let me be your jerk.
Okay, let me just give him some protection. A couple of cans of pepper spray should do the trick. My boyfriend's such a jerk. I don't think you've done easy, but
Do I need to increase my seduction? What's my appearance? 12 points. What's it over here? Oh, it's subterfuge for 12 or appearance for 12. Yeah, what the fuck else do I need in this game? My blood magic sucks anyway. I could increase my hacking, I guess. Oh, scholarship is persuasion. You know, it's probably smart to like increase persuasion, so let's drop it in there.
You are supposed to be a persuaded type of guy, huh?
Yeah, right, so
you'll probably just be rejected by now. And what do you want?
hey, I want what every man wants. You.
I know what you want.
Yeah, fucking.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Are
Man
you
of your dreams.
are you
Immune to the
Oh.
There we go.
I'll only whisper my name in your ear.
Got her.
Got him. Seduced.
Hell yeah, man.
Oh, she's got a shit ton of blood. Okay, good to know. Chinatown, place to go. And you don't even have to fight through like 10 fucking armies of people to suck. You. No. Conversation. You're probably a quest or something, right?
Sorry. You child don't speak English. Would you drop?
Okay.
Maybe we should end the stream soon.
Sure.
End it on a happy story or something.
You know, there's not that many people around. You could literally just like trance the bartender and just like suck.
Yeah, you definitely could. They make it super easy. 9 lives?
Well, let's go to the asylum. And yeah. Happy story. All right, I got a happy story. I used it a couple nights ago, but that's okay. We believe in recycling here. So, we were flying on a plane, and there were these two kids and a mother ahead of us. Little blonde kids, and the mother. Is there some way to reset the AI?
I don't know.
Let's quick save here, right?
Is there a way to just make all of the AI simultaneously dance? That would be fantastic. Enable?
Uh-oh. Okay, so he's disabled twice. I wonder if I like load in the spot.
Yeah, they're still just standing
Hmm.
Well,
I would love to figure out why though.
yeah, it's fair to
Vampires,
want to
the
know benefits.
Masquerade AI token. My God, it's an ancient like. Someone is asking for advice on how to fix the AI, and they're like, I don't know if I uninstall the game, I'll have to pay for it again. And it's like, what? Who are you?
Whoa.
How are you so stupid?
I mean, could just be a literal kid or something.
I guess. I mean, well,
Hell yeah. Isolation.
anyway. So yeah, ahead of us there was this mom and her two kids, two cute blonde kids, and the mom kind of looked like the nanny from that like sitcom, The Nanny.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, yeah. And the kids said something like, "Oh, it'd be so cool to like fly a plane or something like that, or like be a pilot." And the mom was like, she was like, yeah, they're all ignoring Chatham's fresh moves. Right. I can't even
They're
believe
not
it.
as cool as you.
The AI disable thing, it does change the bartender. No, they're just fucking disabled, huh? Oh, there he goes. And so the mom goes like, "Oh, is that something you'd like to do? Would you like to actually be learn how to fly?" And the kids are kind of like, sort of bashful in a way, like they didn't expect their words to actually be like heard. And she's like, "Because that's something we can talk to we can talk to Daddy about. We can have you guys like go to a special camp or talk to pilots or something. That's something we could really like work on and like for your future if that's something that you guys really want to do." And then the kids are kind of like, "Oh, I don't know, is that like that expensive or something?" And they're like, and the mom was like, "Well, listen, we could just try it out, and you could just see if you like it, just to be a thing that you explore, and then if you don't like it, that's fine. It'll be just another experience. You know, it's something we could do if you want to do it." She's just like a good mom that's just like, just trying to lay out some kind of future for her kids, and it seemed like,
as parents should do.
yeah, it seemed like whoever their dad was, the mother had a certain kind of like respect for him, and almost like a kind of like a reverence to some degree. Like she really liked him, and it was just really nice to see. And the kid, and then like the flight attendant came by, and the flight attendant was like, "Oh, you know, I could get you guys into the cockpit if you want to see the cockpit after the flight. The pilot's really nice. I could ask him." And the kids are like, like the two brothers, they look at each other and they're like, you know, super excited.
Right.
And then they're like, "Oh, okay." And then they're like, "Oh, what do you say?" It's like, "Oh, thank you." You know, and then
the flight attendant, or the mother was like, "Oh, this is a flight attendant. They make sure that, like, you know, do you want to know what he does? He flies every day. He's in this this airplane or whatever." And the guy's like, "Oh yeah, I fly every day." And they're like, "Every day?" And then he's explaining what he does, and like the kids are like kind of interested, but like, you know, it's not as cool as flying the plane, obviously.
Yeah. Listening to a guy talk about it versus actually doing it.
So then the mother was like, "Oh, and what do you do in an emergency?" Trying to like try to like help him out. And then the kids are like, "Oh yeah." And he's like, "Oh yeah, we got this big slide." And the kids are like, "Wow." You know.
Yeah.
And then after the flight, sure enough, the pilot did say yes, and we got off the flight, and I offered to let them go first or whatever, and they were like, "Oh no, we're you go ahead." I was like, "Oh, okay," because I overheard the conversation. I was like, "Oh, no, that's nice." And when I left, I noticed she was also pregnant, so triples.
Yeah, happy families. Always good to see.
Cannot save while using. It's funny, they have a thing for using, but then in cutscenes it's like frenzy. Monsters make me.
Yeah, sounds like a good family.
Yeah, it does.
It's a family to aspire to have.
Yeah. And it's just like, you know, sometimes like sort of sad stories or like frustrating stories are easier to share because, I don't know, just how people are, kind of sort of seems like more normal to share something that's like unpleasant or whatever. I don't know, it's just kind of, maybe that's not human nature, but that's like sort of modern society is like shared bitching about a thing or like complaining about your life, and so that other people can kind of not, I don't know, feel threatened by it or something. But I don't know, you notice a lot of like shitty stuff, but you also probably, if you paid attention, would notice lots and lots of really pleasant stuff. And like, maybe pleasant stuff will sometimes seem unpleasant because you don't have it. Like, it's stuff that you would want, but it's stuff that's totally possible to get because you could see it all around you, you know? It's very normal to have a happy life with a good family and stuff. Yeah, whenever I'm like writing little kind of NPCs into stories, I try to make a balance of maybe more unpleasant or frustrating or more gritty detail, but then I also try to make sure I have a balance of pleasant background details, because, you know, a lot of times in like dark fantasy or whatever, there's really no reason to save the world. Like, it's just like, oh yeah, everything fucking sucks, you know. They're like in like Watchmen, it's like the accumulated filth of all their sex and murder will foam up around their waists, and they'll look up and shout, "Save us!" And I'll look down and whisper, "No." It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like
seems about right.
Seems like a shitty city. I guess you don't need superheroes. Just let everyone die. But yeah, I try to keep that in mind. That like, there is pleasant stuff, and it does like help to make a world feel like more important to protect and save and stuff. So.
Yeah, for sure.
So anyway.
And with that happy thought, we'll leave you with a good night. And
Yeah.
see you next time on the Game Fan stream.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Really appreciate you having us with us. Having you with us.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Good night, guys, and thanks